Hey guys, this is Satish here, and welcome to our new video. That is the series which we started to analyze our paper at each group level. So that my intention behind doing this is to ensure that at least I can contribute something towards your success. Yeah. So with this, as I already mentioned to you in my previous videos, so you should take these series as a base and keep working towards the modification what you can do it to get the positive outcome after the analysis. Yeah, so that was the intention behind doing this series. Yeah, so having said that, in the today's series video, that is the series what we started, we're going to talk about the intermediate paper 10, and we're going to analyze the subject. So paper 10, we're going to analyze the cost and management accounting along with the financial management. Yeah, so you'll be wondering how come the ICMA Institute can combine costing, which was studied separately in paper 8 in the foundation, I mean in the intermediate level, and financial accounting, which was studied in the paper 5 in the again in the intermediate level, and now they made it as a management accountant. Yeah, and you'll be completely worried how to tackle these three subjects in one subject, which has been like combined and made as a one subject. So do not worry, as I already mentioned to you guys, all the courses whatever we have in our CMA course is designed in such a way that you are inculcated all the knowledges, all the skills, all the basic things what is required for a professional to survive in the longer run. So that was the in key points I can see in overall in the 20 subjects whatever we have for the entire CMA course. Yeah, so take this as a challenge. I know the stuffs whatever we have in all these different the syllabus, I mean the topics, been like having different topic and subtopics along with the illustrations and the formulas, all those things. I understand this is one of the challenging factor for you to complete this syllabus, I mean this subject, but however I will suggest you guys to take this as a challenge and prove that you are capable to cope up all the kind of challenges whatever you are facing in your CMA journey. Yeah, so take that as a positive. And few people might feel the paper 10 as an easier subject, but also I've seen most of the students feeling a little that nervousness, challenges, and unable to have a proper time management in this subject. Yeah, so let's try to understand some of the key structures what is being designed for this cost and management accounting and the financial management subject, and you can try to modify some of this stuff whatever is required for you, so that you will become a good professional before you qualify your CMA journey. Yeah, so that was the skill which is expected by me in all the subjects whatever, I mean in all the whatever the videos I'm going and uploading in my channel. Yeah, so okay, so this is Satish. I already mentioned, in case if you're liking the video, ensure you hit the thumbs up button and share the video with all the people who feel that this video series might help them. Yeah, so ensure you share with them. Yeah, having said that, we'll go to the our analysis part. As I already mentioned, this might not be a 100% factor for you to get motivated and do a complete analysis, but take this as a base and do a thorough analysis based on your skills, based on your knowledge, based on your I would like to say a SWOT analysis needs to be done in order to understand the analysis part in the subjects whatever we have in our CMA course. Perfect. Okay, so having said that, so already know that we are going to talk about the paper 10 again in the intermediate. Let's go to our next. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's working fine. Okay, so with this you will be wondering, Satish sir, how do I study, how do I do an analysis, how do I do a proper perfect planning to complete this this subject in my intermediate 2. Yeah, so paper 10, cost and management accounting and financial management, what we already discussed. And remember, to pass in each subject you need to get 40%, to complete your entire CMA journey, you should be you should be able to get 50%. Yeah. So as I already mentioned to you in my previous videos, you need to keep at least two subject as the strongest subject in your any of the groups. Let's say you are writing group 1, at least you should be strong in paper 5 and 6 at least. I'm just giving a rough number, so you can be at least strong in paper 5 and paper 7, something like that. You can have at least two subjects, make it as your interesting subject, so that at least you will be able to get in those subject more than 50%. And if in case you're able to get only 40% in the other subjects, where you might feel little difficulty level or not interested or little complicated, all those stuffs we have, right? In case if you're having those things, plan in such a way that at least two subjects should be contributing this 50%, and at least in the subject whichever you're not strong, whichever you're not confident, you can get at least 40 marks, so that overall you will make it a 50%. And not today, at least tomorrow you will become an cost and management accountant. Yeah. Okay, so in this subject you have 50% given to cost and management accounting, and another 50% is given to the financial management. So in the paper 5 of intermediate, you have studied financial accounting. Now it's a financial management. You are a professional, you're going to be a professional, and you need to behave as a professional, and you need to do all the management level strategies, or the management level of task what has been assigned to an person in an organization, like might be a multinational company or a bigger companies. Yeah. With that, you understood that we have 50% here, 50% here, and as I already mentioned to you guys, you should be knowing the maximum marks given to each of the topic, and based on that you can prepare accordingly, is what I told in my previous videos. But however, in case of this subject is discussed, you don't have that which is important, which is not important. So both are given an equal importance, but this becomes a little challenging for you guys to understand and do a break analysis for these two subjects, which is important and which is not. Okay, so do not worry. Yeah, so do not worry much. So let's try to understand the assessment strategy, and let's try to understand the subtopic which can be treated as a very important, so that at least you can get the minimum required marks. And in case if you're very much interested in at least in the financial management or a cost and management accounting, you can at least try to get more than 50% as a complimentary to complete your CMA course to get a 50%. Yeah. So assessment objective, you know that there will be a written examination of 3 hours, which is already discussed in all the videos of previous previous series, and similar thing and the same thing is applicable to paper 10 also. So we have the objective, which is to have the depth knowledge of the detailed procedures and documentation involved in cost ascertainment system, very important, and to understand the concept of financial management and its applications for managerial decision. Remember, as I was telling, right, you are a professional, you are given a managerial problem, and you need to apply your managerial skills to take a decision. Yeah, so that is the importance of this subject. So if you ask me, cost and management accounting might be one set of interesting topic, but however, if you come to the financial management, it's very challenging and very much interesting subject. If you ask me, if you take that as a serious subject, you can grow in your career in that specific domain only. So that is the challenge I can give it to you guys. So concentrate in the financial management, inculcate all the knowledges whatever is there in the financial management, so that you can work in such a way after qualifying CMA in such a way to earn an unlimited income by giving your services to the big companies and most of the industries wherein there will be no financial expertise will be available. So the way where you can go and give your expertise to gain that much of or I would like to say put that much of effort and gain an unlimited monetary and non-monetary benefits both. Yeah. Okay, so with that we understood the objective. Now let's talk about the learning aims. So to understand the cost and management accounting technique, evaluation, remember analyzing, application in the managerial decision, very important terminology used in this objective, I mean the learning aims, guys. So you should be in a position to apply your skills, your knowledge, your domain expertise to take a managerial decision. Yeah, so in to compare, contrast marginal and absorption costing method in the respect of profit reporting. For an organization to survive in the long run, it requires a boost, which is nothing but a profit. So apply marginal and absorption costing approaches in job, batch and process environment, again related to the industry. So prepare and interpret budgets and standard cost and the variance statements, again related to the costing. You also have to identify and apply the concept of financial management to take a right and strategic decision to the organization and contribute your so you need to contribute your domain knowledge to the organization. Okay, so having said that, you will be having a lot of skills, lot of terminologies might be used here and there, but you will be wondering how to get those marks which is being expected by an examiner, so that you can complete your CMA journey. Yeah, so let's try to see how you can get the 40%. And in case if you're very much passionate about the financial management or the cost and management accountant, you will be in a place where you will be able to get more than 60%. Yeah, so with that, if you see the section A of the cost and management accounting, which carries the 50%, you have the introduction to the cost and management accounting, decision making tools. You will be having the budget and budgetary controls, very important from the examination point of view. You also have standard and the variance analysis, again one of the interesting and little complicated topic here and there, some people will feel. Compared to those things, you also have the learning curve, which is a easiest topic I would like to say to you guys. In case if you are given a minimum time to learning curve, at least you can get a very good marks in those things. Yeah, so having said, if you see we have total 5 topics in the cost and management accounting, which carries 50 marks. And in the worst case, I'm talking about the worst case, guys, you will be in a position to get 20 marks. I'm just taking the least number, 20 marks. So 50% is nothing but a 50 marks. So out of 50 marks, 20 marks is the least number which I'm taking to you guys to score in this subject, if you give importance to the basics of cost and this one, I mean management accounting, introduction, budget and budgetary control, standard costing, and the learning curve. In case if you feel little difficulty, you can give lesser importance to this one and try to talk some of the or try to learn some of the basic terminologies or basic concept what has been given in the decision making tools. Yeah, so there's a 20 marks. And in case if you come to the another 50 marks of the financial management section B, you have the introduction to the financial management, you have tools for the financial analysis and planning. You also have working capital management, very important for the day-to-day running of the business. You also have the cost of capital, cost structure theories, dividend decision, and the leverage analysis, again an important topic. With that, you also have the investment decisions, that is the capital budgeting. Yeah, so you have the very interesting topics in this entire subject, I would like to say. And coming to the marks, 50%, if you give importance basic to this one, if you keep working on the capital market, few of the tools you can try to remember here, because those things you might have already studied in your some of your previous courses, might be your graduation or some other commerce courses or management courses. You might be learned few of the terminologies and topics there. And very important is capital budgeting, and few of the formulas needs to be remembered in the cost of capital and the theories and the dividend decisions, along with the leverage analysis. And I would like to not to mention here which is important, which is not important, because topics are very interesting, because you're going to work as a cost and management accountant in the future. So you should be knowing some of the managerial skills that is especially related to the financial statements or might be in financial decisions. So I would like to say give more importance to the financial management topic in this paper 10 subject, provided you give your 100% effort means I would like to mention to you guys, getting 25 marks is not at all a difficult task. But only thing is you need to plan. You should have a planner in such a way that you'll complete this subject within the stipulated time. Yeah. Okay. So with that, if you go to the subtopics under each of this one, so you'll be having under the cost and management accounting, you have the very basics of the management accounting. What is management accounting, how it works, how it is differentiated between a management accounting and the cost accounting. That differentiation needs to be understood. You also have some of the decision making tools. So marginal costing, little difficult and little complicated, guys, in case if you're studying for the first time. However, if you studied these things in any of the previous subjects or previous courses, a break-even analysis needs to be understood in such a way that you are giving your 100% contribution to this subtopic, so that a good marks can be expected in this break-even break-even analysis. I would like to say at least 4 marks can be expected in this topic, guys. Yeah. So you also have the break-even chart, which looks very easy. It looks something like I don't remember, it something looks like this, I think. Yeah. So this is how it looks like. So a break-even point, something it looks like this. So I don't remember exactly, but some chart something look like this means that means you need to understand that chart. Very important. Even if you do something wrong in your answers, at least if you try to draw this chart in your answer, it will add little weightage to your answer script, so that the examiner will feel little happy to give an additional marks to you guys. Yeah. So you also have profit charts, you also have differential cost analysis, you also have stock valuation under the marginal costing, absorption costing, little confusing, but one needs to know what is absorption costing, especially the definition of the absorption costing. Yeah. So application, how do you apply this tools to take a managerial decision? Very important. So very important from examination point of view. So 5 to 10 marks can be expected in this one, guys. It might vary here and there, but 5 to 10 marks can be expected in this one. Yeah. Having said that, you also need to know the transfer pricing, determination of interdepartmental transfer pricing. So in case if you're not so interested in this one, give 100% to the marginal costing. At least you can expect 3 to 4 marks in this subtopic. Yeah. So with that, if you go to the budget and budgetary control, again one of the interesting subtopic, if you ask me, I would like to say concentrate on the theory part. Very important, and you can expect 10 marks from this chapter. Yeah. So here and there marks vary. So variable costing, semi-variable costing, budgetary control, preparation of functional and master budgeting report is very important, and zero based budgeting, do not ignore this. At least if they don't give a lengthy like 4 to 5 marks question also, at least you can expect some question which carries 2 marks with regards to the ZBB, which is nothing but your zero based budgeting. Yeah. Okay. So next part is a standard costing and the variant cost analysis. So you have most of the formulas in this entire topic, guys. So the reason is this is the important factor which required for a cost accountant to know all those things, and that formulas are very important. Do not miss this topic. At least I would like to say 10 to 12 marks can be expected in this chapter. So in case if you don't remember the complete answer also doesn't matter, but each of the topics whatever you have in this one, ensure you know the formulas from an examination point of view. Yeah. So I'm not asking you to remember that topic, that formula forever. At least for examination purpose, remember that those important formulas which is important for you to remember, especially during your examination. Yeah. So you also have the learning curve. So as already mentioned, you can give a little importance to this one, because this you don't get like big questions as such, but however if you know the basics, very basics of the learning curve, getting 3 marks in this one out of 5 or 7 marks question what you get in examination, 3 marks can be easily scored in this topic. Okay, so coming to the Financial management is already told, give utmost importance to this this topic, I mean the section in this subject. The reason is, if you give importance, I mean like utmost importance to this financial management subject, it becomes easier for you to know yourself. In case if you're good in this financial management subject or topic, you can take a wise decision to become an expert in this field itself once you qualify your CMA journey. So that is the intention. I'm just like reiterating this again and again, because this requires little technical, this requires little knowledge, requires little a kind of an what do you say, an strategic kind of analysis is required. In case if you're good in those things, I would like to suggest again and reiterate again, concentrate on this subject to pass this paper 10 subject. Yeah, so we have the introduction, so all basic things to be learned in this subject. You will also have the financial market basics. Okay, so we also have some of the tools which is required for a person to take financial analysis and planning. So this includes the fund flow analysis and cash flow analysis along with the financial ratios. Yeah, so you also have a working capital. Yeah, this is spelling mistake. Working capital management. So for a business to run, I mean like to have a smooth operation day to day, it requires a working capital which needs to be managed. It needs to be controlled in such a way that the business do not get affected because of a wrong working capital management. Yeah, perfect. With that, we also have the chapter 9, which is cost capital, capital structure theories, dividend decision, and leverage analysis. So you can give a moderate weightage to this one, but however, remember, you know the formulas in this topic and subtopic what are given in this one. Yeah. Okay, so we also have the capital budgeting, investment decision. As already mentioned, give importance to the formulas, give importance to some of the illustrations, and then complete full-fledged illustrations is more sufficient for you to get good marks in this topic. Okay, so with this, let's try to understand some of the key points for the paper 10. So I already mentioned to you guys, I'll be giving some of the important concepts and yeah, okay, so some of the important key points which might be helpful for you to study this paper 10 subject. Yeah, so key points I already mentioned to you guys, this is specific to the cost and management accounting. You can refer some of the key points which I give to other videos also. You can try to adopt in case if that might be useful for this subject. You can try to like do an hit and trial method, and whichever suits best for your strength and weakness based on your SWOT analysis, you can follow the key points. Yeah, so concept must be clearly understood. I already mentioned to you guys, so MCQ questions should not be ignored in this subject because that carries a very good weightage, so that if you're strong in the theory, if you're strong in the basics, it becomes easier to get the MCQ, I mean the answers from, I mean good marks in the MCQ field. But however, if you come to the list of formula format and approach sheet in a white sheet wherein you can write the number of formulas and how it looks and what are the topics under each of those particular, I mean like formulas under each of those subtopic can be listed here. Format, let's say you have in cost sheet that you can illustrate in case if you know how the capital structure theory looks like, that also in case if you have a formula, you can, I mean format, you can write that one. You can try to see how the learning curve chart looks like, that also can be drawn. You can do what a break even chart can be, I mean the format can be listed in a white sheet. So along with that, you also need to list how you approach those things in a sheet so that it becomes easier for you to glance at least twice in a day wherever. This I already told to you guys in my previous video. You can stick near your study table or a place where you frequently walk in your home, so it becomes a kind of a revision that completely scans and be filled and attached in your mind, and as soon as you see those terminologies in your examination, it directly comes to your mind so that it becomes easier for you to remember and write that particular topic in your examination, and you can reduce the time drastically, and time management will become a challenging factor in case if you don't do this kind of tiny things. Yeah, so easier for the people who are passionate about cost and management accounting. I've already told some people I've seen more few of these students are very much passionate about doing this course, and they have plans in such a way that as soon as they qualify, they want to become and CEO of some of the companies. They want to start some of their own business. Some of the people are very much interested in auditing of the costing. Some of the people are interested in the management of auditing. Some people might be interested in giving a consultancy service based on their experience and based on the qualification what they have. So in case if you're passionate, this subject is one of the very lovable subject I would like to say to you guys. Yeah. Okay, so perfect planning is very important, guys. And in case if you are planning for a 60 plus marks, I would like to say have a complete plan. As already told, right, list how many pages are there, how many topics are there, how many days you give to that topic, how many days you give to the remaining topics. Those needs to be prepared in such a way that your perfect planning should be implemented at the right time, right place, without giving any reasons. In case if you're doing that, tell me no one can stop you to get more than 60% in the subject. Yeah, that is the challenge which I can give it to you guys. In case if you win in that challenge, I'm very much happy. I'll be proud to tell that you can be a successful person in your future after you qualify your CMA. Yeah. Okay, so the study as a professional, not mugging up or by heart. Do not by heart or mug up, because nothing is there in this subject to by heart or mug up. You need to learn as a professional, behave as a professional, grasp the things as a professional, and try to write the examination as a professional. That is what is expected out of this subject. Yeah. No other reference book is referred, because I already mentioned to you guys, you no need to refer any other books. One book is more enough, sufficient for you guys to complete this subject, because the institute has designed the syllabus in such a way that it contains most of the thing. Here and there you will have some of the mistake, that let's not worry, but in case if you feel some of the doubts, you can try to have one reference book. I would not stop you in those things. So RTP, MTP, PTP can be used, but I would like to say it's a must, because that contains most of the questions might get repeated in your future examinations. Also, 30 to 45 days plan with 2 mock tests and 2 revision is very important. Do not miss this. So workbook issued by the ICMA is suggested. You can try to refer and see if in case if that can be a booster for you to study more and more, so that you will inculcate a lot of the skills what is knowledge required for this subject. Yeah, so 8 to 10 previous question papers is suggested, because in case if you try to solve 8 to 10 question papers, it becomes easier for you to get a very good marks in the subject. Yeah. Okay, so guys, this is the video which I wanted to make for paper 10. So hope you have enjoyed. In case if you like the video, if you have any of the doubts, please do like and put your comment in the comment section of this video. In case if you feel this can be a good helpful for someone else, please do sharing is caring. Yeah, so let's meet with the paper 11 in again intermediate 2 of the subject indirect taxation. So with that, we'll end the video for the day. Satish signing off for the day. Switch check and bye bye.